The focus of Western healthcare on the biological and molecular aspects of the body and healing has largely excluded two other bodily aspects: the electromagnetic, which is the energy of the nervous system, and what I will call the informational, which has to do with the world of quantum physics. Even more importantly, our current allopathic approach to healing has almost totally ignored the interface between each of these inner channels. Few doctors have an inkling about this aspect of health, even though science in and around this area is becoming increasingly well documented. Again, perhaps this is understandable. Medical training is long and extensive. Specialism is essential. Even being a GP is a specialism, so we end up with a lot of specialists. Even so, Big Pharma tends to set the agenda. The use of chemicals is now inevitable in practically every aspect of treatment at one stage or another. We are all individuals, and some therapies will work better for you and your condition than others. You may need to experiment. So the first rule is, don't dismiss the idea of a treatment based on other people's experience of it. Just because it didn't work for them doesn't mean it won't work for you. Equally, just because one complementary treatment doesn't work for you doesn't mean that there are not others you can try. And above all, don't dismiss treatment that you know nothing about, simply on the basis of your gut reaction. Do please take the trouble to find out about them. The situation may not be as you imagine. Now with that said, we have a little information on 5 alternative therapies you may benefit from. We must insist that these are supposed to be used alongside medical treatment and are in no way a replacement for medicine-based healthcare. Please contact a doctor if you have any health concerns. This therapy, which can be used to help detoxify after chemotherapy and subsequently deal with emotional issues, has been used in China for thousands of years. It's founded on the philosophy of Taoism, and the principles behind how it seems to work are only being revealed through some of the amazing insights of quantum physics. The idea is that energy flows through the body along distinct pathways called meridians, and this has been shown to be correct at the electromagnetic level, but the flow of energy can be interrupted or stuck, resulting in disease of body or mind. Over millennia, practitioners have plotted points where needles can be inserted into the skin to alleviate blockages by controlling the flow of energy. These points aren't necessarily in the immediate site of discomfort, but at other places along the meridian. The needles may be manipulated by the therapist, have smouldering herbs put on them, or sometimes the needles themselves may be heated. There are also specialist fields using points on the ears and other techniques involving tapping related to acupuncture meridians. Acupuncture is all about bringing energies into coherence and having knots untangled and sharp edges blunted. This practice began in Sweden in 1813 when the Royal Central Institute of Gymnastics was established. This was the first physiotherapy school in the world. The name is derived from the Greek word for movement, kinesi. Kinesiology has been used in athletics and sports training and has been treated by some governments as an official medical profession. There are close connections with acupuncture, techniques, aromatherapy, homeopathy, and energy healing such as Reiki. Kinesiologists can help you find what is wrong and give the body the tools for the job to get back to, and then maintain good health. Systematic kinesiology uses simple, safe, precise muscle testing procedures to find problem areas. Kinesiology helps get to the root causes and does not just deal with the symptoms of a problem. Kinesiology uses specialized lymphatic massage, nutrition, energy reflexes, using gentle acupressure, and emotional releasing to balance holistically. Sounds have always influenced the human mind. In ancient times, and in tribal societies today, incantations or drumming were used to keep demons away, as well as to celebrate seasons, birth, marriages, and death. In ancient Greece, music was used to heal mental disorders. It has always been an aspect of religious ceremony, such as the chanting of among Hindus and Buddhists, hymns and chants among Christians, and singing and chanting among Sufis. Mothers have long comforted their babies with lullabies, and popular music attracts billions of listeners. It has also long been used in warfare to strike terror into the minds of enemies. The Bhagavad Gita opens with two armies opposing each other, ready for battle. It says, "Thereafter, conches, kettle drums, bungles, trumpets and horns suddenly bled forth, and their combined sound was overwhelming." The Romans used the Draco, a standard carried by a legionary on horseback. In the wind, it would hiss and roar like a dragon. Sounds can come from drums, musical instruments, voices, or generated electronically. A therapist can select the appropriate kind of sound to treat a particular malady, or maybe simply provide a means for calm and relaxation. You can find a number of websites that provide soothing and healing sounds to listen to. This therapy uses fragrances and oils distilled from flowers, fruits, seeds, leaves, woods, or bark. These are either placed on the skin, inhaled from a cloth directly or indirectly, or from an atomizer or evaporator. This treatment has very few side effects other than a rare and usually minor allergic reaction. According to the Cancer Research UK website, it may have an anti-inflammatory effect which may help with arthritis and muscular pain, help to fight off infection, help with sleeping problems, lessen anxiety, change your heart or breathing rate, make you feel calm or excited. Established in 1985, the International Federation of Aromatherapists awards qualifications as an awarding body and is also the professional body for aromatherapists worldwide. The IFA is a charity set up in the public interest, whose purpose is the preservation of health and well-being, advancing the knowledge, practice, and expertise of aromatherapy by education, teaching, and training. IFA provides a register of globally qualified and regulated aromatherapists who engage in evidence-based practice for the safety of the public. Wikipedia describes Reiki as a Japanese form of energy healing, a type of alternative medicine. Reiki practitioners use a technique called palm healing, or hands-on healing, through which a universal energy is said to be transferred through the palms of the practitioner to the patient in order to encourage emotional or physical healing. Some Reiki practitioners also work remotely, and some with animals. By scanning with their hands a few inches away from the body, Reiki practitioners can detect areas where there are problems. Then, in a meditative state, they channel energy to that area through their hands. This is not necessarily a curative procedure, but can help to align energies to bring coherence to the body, possibly strengthening the immune system and enabling a lessening of symptoms and side effects. The UK Reiki Federation is the largest Reiki-only professional organisation in the UK. They develop standards for Reiki training, research, and practice. If you've enjoyed this video, then please take a look at our book, What My Doctors Didn't Tell Me About Cancer by Brian Holley. The information for this video came from this book, and it is well worth your time. This is the story of one man who continues to live a happy and active lifestyle while living with cancer, describing the many aspects of his regimen, what author Brian Holley calls meds, mindfulness, exercise, diet, support. What My Doctors Didn't Tell Me About Cancer includes helpful practices and references full of information and support. It's available right now from OBooks. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for future content, and we'll see you next time.